Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Gbagedemo TV. I am Sanut Olakomi Ajikade. First, here the major headlines for the world news. Autumn accuses federal government of being complicit in bandit attack. Oriwa calls for debarment of Nigerian Navy over oil theft. False scarcity. DSS ultimatum and empty threat. Falano. We are investigating 4.8 billion naira contract fraud in Oyo State. Hunters caught a kidnapper strangling his victim in a bush. 2 suspected kidnappers killed, 4 victims rescued in Adamawa State. Now on foreign. Nigeria DRC top global malaria death, WHO. And lastly, on sports. Super Falcons retain 45th position in latest FIFA ranking. Now hear the news in details. Samuel Otom, Benue State Governor, has alleged that the government at the federal level is complicit in the banditry ravaging the country. The Benue State Governor, who spoke Thursday when he paid a visit to Ekpe Oko, the Commissioner for the Housing and Urban Development, who was recently kidnapped, Otom said the federal government is not doing enough to end banditry. Otom argued that you can end banditry in Benue if we take charge of security forces deployed by the federal government. If the federal government, whose responsibility is to provide security for life and property, and who have the conceived forces of the security architecture of the country, decides that terrorism, kidnapping, and evil should end today, it will end. If the federal government is in doubt, let them take an executive order, just like the president makes executive order in other areas, and give me the responsibility to look after the conceived forces that are in Benue State. Human Rights Association of Nigeria, it has called for the debarment of Nigerian Navy over its failure in its constitutional role of protecting the nation's maritime borders and bringing oil thieves to book. In a statement on Tuesday, Oriwa's national coordinator, Emmanuel Ombubiko, argued that the Navy should be unbundled and also demanded that President Muhammadu Buhari sack the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo. He blamed Gambo for his perpetual inability to take the multi-billion dollar oil theft business ongoing in the Niger Delta and other oil-producing places. The group said it is shameful that, having realized the Navy's failure, the federal government awarded a pipeline souvenirs contract to a former militant leader, government Ekpeme Bulo, popularly known as Tompolo. Onwubiko said the defense of the Nigerian Navy trying to excuse its failure regarding oil theft, illegal artisan revenues, and illegal oil bunkering, among other criminalities in the creek, is embarrassing and shameful, to say the least. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has faulted the 48 hours ultimatum by the Department of State Services to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and oil marketers to end the lingering false scarcity in the country over security threats. DSS spokesman Peter Afunaya on Thursday stated that the failure to make premium motor spirits available to Nigeria would prompt the services to activate its operation across the country. However, Falana, who made a live appearance on Channels Television Sunrise Daily on Friday, described the ultimatum as an empty threat. The Oyo State Anti-Corruption Agency is currently investigating the disappearance of 4.8 billion naira from government covers. Anti-Graft Agency boss Eni Esom said on Friday in Nevada that the money was purportedly given to some contractor in 2018 to execute some contracts. She said the agency was determined to end corruption in the state of enabling it to witness rapid development. The Oyeka chairperson spoke at a news conference to mark International Anti-Corruption Day in Nevada on Friday. Mr. Eson, a retired justice, noted that corruption is a recurring problem hindering the economy of Nigeria and affecting all areas of the society. He said the eradicating corruption in Oyo State will help the development of the state and Nigeria in general. Olaide Sanusi, a Lagos State resident, has accused the Osun State Police Command of attempting to release a commercial motorcycle or attempted to kill his sister on Monday. Sanusi on Thursday told FIJ the hunters in the community called the Kidnapper, identified simply as Murphy, strangling Okpeyemi's sister in a bush and handed him over to the policemen. He said when the police invited his family and Murphy's family, they began appealing to his family to allow Murphy cover Okpeyemi hospital bills and let the matter die down like a civil dispute. Speaking to FIJ, Sanusi said police were asking us if we wanted to further the case by going to court or he should just pay the bill we used to treat by his sister in the hospital. The matter should be a state matter, but they're asking us to settle it and let him go. Operatives of the Adamawa State Police Command and some local hunters have killed 2 suspected kidnappers and rescued 4 victims. The team of policemen and hunting-turned vigilantes killed the suspect in a gun duel in Morena Hill in the Umbo district of Song local government area. Daily Post learned Thursday night that during the operation, the team successfully rescued Musa Adamu, 25-year-old, Adam Musa, 40, Mohammed Jabel, 75, and Jauro Ibrahim, 60, all residents of the local government area. The command, in a release by the police public relations officer, Suleiman Ungoroje, said the operation was carried out earlier in the day, Thursday, December 8th. The operatives recover answers, chains, padlock, blankets, cooking utensils, energy soft drink, or sham. The suspects followed a strategy designed by the command to checkmate cases bordering on kidnapping, armed robbery, cattle rustling, unlawful possession of firearms, among others. Now on foreign. The World Health Organization has released the malaria report for 2021, saying Nigeria and the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, accounted for global deaths from the disease. While Nigeria had 81% of fatalities, DRC recorded 13% of global deaths, and the other 2 countries trailing behind included the Niger Republic, -4%, and the United Republic of Tanzania, 4%. According to the report obtained on Friday, the 4 countries accounted just over half of all malaria deaths globally in 2021. And lastly, on sports. Nigerian Super Falcons maintained their 5th position in the latest FIFA Poker Women's World Ranking. The World Soccer governing body, the Federation of International Football Association, released the latest ranking on Friday. It is the final FIFA ranking for the year 2022. It has been a tough year for the Super Falcons, who lost the African crown to the Banyana of South Africa in the summer. Randy Wanderers sides are also winners in their last 5 outings. World champions United States of America retained the top position on the ranking despite winning only 1 of the last 4 games. And that concludes the world news for this hour. But before we go, here are some of the major headlines once again. Autumn accuses federal government of being complicit in bandit attack. Oriwa calls for debarment of Nigerian Navy over oil theft. Fuel scarcity, DSS ultimatum and etching threats. We are investigating 4.8 billion naira contract fraud in Oyo State. So join us on all our social media handles on Facebook as Gbagedemo with Alawi Adebayo. Follow us there and share the page. And on Instagram as Gbagedemo_22. Follow us there and share the page as well. And on YouTube as Baba Gbagedemo TV. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for your placement of your adverts, call the number showing on the screen. Thanks so much for always watching our news on BGI TV. I am Sanut Olakomi Ajikiade. Bye.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million. Oh, na na na. If you want to know what's going on